Welcome to Boy Time Podcast. We're gonna get litty time, yeah. Oh, it's your Boy Time Podcast. Coming in with the slam dunk of a theme song.
Hi ho ho, it's me, Michael Pence, back at it again with another episode of the Boy Time Podcast, and as always, I'm joined by Babby and Paul.
Hello.
We have a slam dunk episode for you this week. There's been a trend over the past 2 or 3 weeks. News has been very slow, at least in Epic Gaming movie and television show news. You got a lot of music stuff that's been happening, but I think as a whole it's been pretty slow. But we do have other things to talk about, of course. But before we get into that, how was everybody's week?
Good.
Good. Mine was also fine.
Okay.
We'd been going hard in the music game. Just finished up the Casey Musgraves video. I think it should go out the day after.
It'll be up.
It will not.
Oh.
If Casey Musgraves is coming out on Monday, this podcast will be going up on Monday. Right, because we recorded on Saturday now.
Yep.
Okay.
He's
Still-
had this thing where he doesn't know what day of the week it is, so just
Yeah, I thought it was.
you thought it was Friday for like 3 days straight.
Yeah, no, it's okay. I've just been very confused. But that's fine.
The Mayan calendar can get quite confusing.
That is true. So I figure we'll start off the news, the do news roundup segment with the most exciting news I think ever.
Ever?
Are you guys familiar with a film called Sonic the Hedgehog?
Oh my god, I am.
Possibly.
Are you guys aware of the squeakquel that is currently in development right now?
Oh my god, I
Sure.
am.
Okay. One of the most important characters was cast. Knuckles,
Oh my God, he was.
the enchilada.
Yeah, the enchilada.
Yeah. Idris Elba is playing Knuckles in Sonic
Yes, sir.
2.
Immaculate guess.
A little bit of a weird choice.
I would have chosen nobody else.
Yeah.
Except maybe Vin Diesel.
Oh, Vin Diesel. Yeah, I don't even know who you pick for Knuckles. I think Ben Schwartz as Sonic is a great pick. I don't know who's playing Tails. I don't know if that's been announced yet.
Pete Davidson.
Probably Pete. I would be
Yeah,
shocked.
I got like 2 tails.
Whoa, Sonic, you're going
Whoa.
fast.
I would watch that.
So I think Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is going to be a day one, going down to the theater at midnight kind of
Box
deal.
office slammer.
Yeah, I'm excited. Idris Elba knocked it out of the park in the Suicide Squad, and I can't wait to hear him reprise just to do another great performance with Sonic 2.
His range is just fantastic.
Yeah. I heard they actually got Andy Serkis to do the mocap for Knuckles in this movie, so it's going to be very good. So that was fun. In show news, we got just an inkling of show news. The Atlanta season 3 officially wrapped filming.
Let's go.
So I believe I saw somewhere that is coming out early next year. But I think
It's not
there
far
were.
away.
It's not far away, and I believe they're doing them back to back. They're filming them at the same time. So they just finished season 3, so they're just gonna go straight into season 4. No word on when season 4 is coming out, but probably a year after season 3 comes out. But who knows? It's been like 2 or 3 years since season 2. I think it's like when Awaken My Love came out, maybe.
Yes, like 2016.
Oh, so 2018. Oh, so this is America, Donald Glover. In 2018.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. So it's been 3 years. It will be 4 when the new season
No, you
comes
just
out.
ended the pod.
LOL.
Inside joke. Move on.
Anyways, I hope Lil Wayne is in this season because
When they're in Europe.
well, because
Dude,
this is a little bit of a spoil boy for season 2, so just skip ahead like 30 seconds.
it's been out for a long time. I
Yeah.
think people that are interested have seen it.
That's true. It took us a long time to see it. We just saw it last year.
Yeah, but we're stupid.
Yeah. Well, if the audience is as stupid as we are, just skip ahead 30 seconds now.
Okay. Yeah.
But if you remember in the finale of season 2, Donald Glover brings a golden gun, or he doesn't, but someone sneaks a golden gun through his luggage in the TSA. And so now he has a gun on an airplane, and that's how Lil Wayne went to
Calling
jail.
Lil Wayne.
Yeah. Well, until he got pardoned.
Yeah. Presidential pardon.
Presidential pardon recipient Lil Wayne.
Along with Kodak Black.
Mm-hmm. And Bobby Shmurda.
Arrested on similar charges. I don't think it was Bobby Shmurda. I think Bobby Shmurda was just done.
Yeah.
I'm pardoning Bobby Shmurda. I need to know where the hat went.
I need to know. Well, there were talks that he was going to pardon the Tiger King, so that wouldn't be the most far-fetched thing
True.
out there.
Yeah.
And he actually hired a mercenary to kill someone and is very open about it.
True.
So, that's about it for show news, just Atlanta. Oh, and then there was some castings for the live action Avatar: The Last Airbender television program on Netflix.
There were.
There were.
What?
And people were really mad. For
Big surprise.
yeah, but I'm not. I think they did a better job than M. Night did, for sure, of like actually getting people of the races that the people in the show
Well,
are
just
based
messed
off.
everything up. So
Yes. For those who aren't familiar, the whole Avatar show, each of the 4 elemental nations are based on 4 actual nations in Southeast Asia. Well, except the Water Tribe are Inuits, so they aren't in Asia. But then the Earth Kingdom are Chinese, the Fire Nation are Japanese, and the air nomads are the Tibetan monks. So
The Koreans left out again.
yeah, they got left out, and instead they got replaced by.
This is the world where Japan succeeded and no more Korea.
Pretty much, yeah.
seems to be.
But in the M. Night movie, Katara and Sokka were played by white people. Everybody in the Fire Nation was Indian because M. Night. Well, I don't think this is the official reason, but this is my conspiracy reason.
Oh yeah.
In every single M. Night movie, he does a cameo. I think he considers himself an Alfred Hitchcock type, but
which is unfortunate.
But I think that's why he made the Fire Nation Indian, was so that he could be in the Fire Nation army and blend in. But that obviously is not confirmed. But that's just my little...
Yeah, I want to just be a random person in the army. No one's going to notice. Make every single person they cast for this
He would do
nation.
that, though.
He would. M. Night, that's one of the worst movies ever. So that isn't like the worst
awful.
thing. I even saw something, Dev Patel, who is a great actor. He was just in this year's Green Knight that just came out, and everybody's been raving about it. He plays Zuko, and he is very public about that he was horribly miscast in that movie. Because I think he saw the show after the movie came out, and he was like, "Oh yeah, this is bad. I can't believe I believe I did that." So that's kind of funny. But yeah, the people that were cast for Katara and Sokka are both Native American. I don't think they're Inuits like
They're
in
not
the show,
Inuits,
but I mean it's closer than white. And then I think I forgot the guy who's playing Aang. I don't remember what race he is. Not that it really matters, but it just seemed like more accurate when I was just looking at the pictures. As it wasn't just a bunch of white people. It seemed to be a lot of people of color, which I liked to see. But then people were angry. I think it was the specific pictures of people that they released, where the person for who's playing Katara, the lighting in it was like kind of washed out, and it made her look white. And people were like, "What? You're really casting another white person?" And I was like, "No, she's Native American." Like
those people pander and they're annoying.
Yeah.
So
I didn't really.
They literally have an image of their head on what every single nationality should look like. So if they're a little bit off, they get triggered at it.
Right. It's not a big deal.
Which is why we can't have nice things usually.
Yeah. I don't have any complaints for the cast.
Looks good to me.
Looks good.
And you could get picky and be like, oh, they're not actually Inuits, but it's like there's not probably like a huge base for child actors that are Inuit.
True.
Because you're already kind of picking at straws.
That speak English too, like.
Yeah.
That. I'm not angry. I just don't. I don't know. I don't know if any of them are established. That would be the only thing I worry about, because like the Last of Us show, is getting big name people and people who are very talented at acting. So I'm a little bit, more eager to see that one than I am the Avatar show. But also with DiMartino and I always forget how to pronounce his name. It's like, let me just look it up. But the two Avatar creators backed out of the live action show, so it's probably not going to be.
Yeah, it's not going to be good.
Good, anyways. Yeah.
Representation is cool, so that's the only reason I care about it.
Yeah.
I've pretty much written off ever since like the Avatar Studios announcement. I've like cared 0% for the live action.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, I'll probably watch it, but
yeah, I will probably watch it.
I'm not going in thinking that it's going to be the great next biggest thing, especially since it's something I've already seen.
Yeah.
Whereas the Avatar Studios thing is just new things in the universe, which is more of what I'm interested in.
Yeah.
So.
Who knows? The Stranger Things kids had zero experience
That's
before.
True.
That's also a Netflix show.
That's a good point. That is a very good point. I think I saw that the chick who's playing Katara was in another Netflix show.
Mm-hmm.
So she has some experience, but it was probably just a teen drama knowing other Netflix shows.
Most likely.
So, take that last bit with a grain of salt. But, yeah, no problems here. In terms of other show news, we don't have any, but I thought we could take a little bit of a minute. We didn't talk about Ozark at all last time, because last time we hadn't started Ozark yet.
Crazy.
But since then, we have started Ozark. We have seen the first 6 episodes. And I thought we would just check in. I don't think we're going to be doing long analysis of this one until the end, probably. Just because it seems like every single episode something crazy happens. So I just thought we would give our initial first thoughts on Ozark. So, what are your initial first thoughts on Ozark, huh?
Pretty good. Better than Fargo.
Wow, that is a
Hot take. Wow.
very hot take.
No, it's so much better than Fargo.
Yeah.
Like miles ahead of Fargo.
It's almost like apples and oranges, but also they kind of have similar settings.
Exactly.
So, not.
But this one just does it so much better.
Yeah. Fargo's trying to be a Coen Brothers thing, and this thing is trying to be its own
Breaking
thing.
Bad.
Yeah. It's definitely inspired by Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
But
I don't mind it because it's good.
yeah. If it was inspired by Breaking Bad and bad, then I would have a bigger problem with it. But this thing does enough different where it's like, okay, that's fine.
This is different. It's a different angle, which is cool.
It is a different angle. And it also like completely like rushes up the timeline of the Breaking Bad formula. Because a lot of the kind of appeal of Breaking Bad, especially in the earlier seasons, is the kind of secrecy, sneaking around Walter had to do around his family, and he was trying to hold down the job at school and at the car wash, except I think he gets fired pretty early on from that.
First episode.
First episode? Okay.
Yeah.
So he's just doing all these kind of like sneaky things, and that Hank element is there, which isn't really here in Ozark, but not
exactly. Breaking Bad did like one of the most genius things in making a family connected thing.
Yeah, and have it be a slow burn thing. This doesn't have that, especially like one of the most stark differences I think is that you pretty much hate Marty from the get-go. Like he's not likable.
Yeah, there isn't like a gradual decline.
No. And like in the first episode, I guess spoy boys for Ozark going forward. I'm just going to call it now.
Good thinking.
In the initial, I guess I should have said spoy boys for Breaking Bad, but whatever.
Most people have seen that.
Yeah.
And we talked about it on this channel, so.
A lot. It's one of our favorite shows. Watch it or don't.
Amber.
Yeah, so in the first episode, like Marty is like in deep shit. He's money laundering for the cartel, and his wife finds out immediately, and they have to move from Chicago to the Lake of the Ozarks in Missouri. Thus, it is called Ozark.
No way.
And so, in the first 2 episodes, it's Marty and Wendy kind of working together, trying to get this money laundering thing to launder $8 million in the summer season. And their kids are completely in the dark. This is also a little bit different from Breaking Bad in that there is 2 kids. You have a 15-year-old girl, which if anyone has either been a 15-year-old girl or has grown up with a 15-year-old girl, you will know is the absolute worst kind of person to be with, I think.
And it's damn accurate, too.
It is very accurate. And then the other one is like a weird outcast, like 11 or 12-year-old boy. But in the end of the second episode, the mom's just like, hey, your dad is laundering money for the Mexican drug cartel. Yep, that's what's happening. That's why we're here. Sit on that. And so like, it completely is just like, okay, there's absolutely no secrecy within the family element. There is some with, they have to kind of like skirt around the cops, and Marty kind of like launders money through like different businesses, so he kind of has to like put the front up that he's just I'm an investor, stuff like that. But everyone in the core family unit, which are basically all of our protagonists, are in on it from the get-go, essentially.
Which is cool.
Which is cool. It's different. And they all seem to be pretty much down, which is, the exact opposite of Breaking Bad. Once everybody finds out that Walt is a meth maker, everybody's like, what happened to Walter White? I thought he was a not cool guy. Because everybody
No,
knows
it's super epic and
now he's
cool.
awesome. Heisenberg is probably the coolest guy on TV.
Ever.
But I think Ozark pretty G-dang good. I don't think it's as good as Breaking Bad or Saul even. But
No, but it's a lot better than. This is like my favorite show we've been watching since BoJack.
okay. So
What did we watch in between there? Fargo,
Fargo, Bebop,
Bebop.
Yasuke.
Oh yeah, Yasuke.
Everyone
like
always
this better than
forgets
all this.
about Yasuke.
It was so short.
It was.
Yeah, but this one is like leagues ahead of everything we've watched
Yep.
since BoJack. BoJack's like one of my favorite things ever, so that
Yeah.
won't get topped ever,
That-
probably. But
Definitely one of the best animated shows I've seen.
oh yeah, for sure. I put that in my god tier.
Mm-hmm. I would too.
Adventure Time and BoJack is just like peak
Yep.
animation.
I agree. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really digging this one. I like the rural America element because everything they do in the show is so accurate. It's like actually triggering.
That's true. That's something I actually wanted to brush on a little bit in that I think this show is probably the best cast show I've seen in a very long time. There are a lot of like native families. You got like the Langstroms, which are these kind of like a family of criminals essentially, that not like bank robbers or anything, just like low level B&E kind of level criminals, and they're all like absolutely perfect. Like every single person in this family, you got like the two brothers that are constantly bickering, absolutely perfectly cast. You got Ruth, who is actually a pretty important character in the show, but her actress is like really good. And I believe I saw that she was in some movie recently, so hopefully she gets some more deals. I'd like to see her more going forward. And then there are two younger brothers, which we haven't seen too much of, but they are pretty good going forward. Don't want to spoil too much, but yeah, that casting is great. We just met the Snells, which are the kind of like the organized family from season 2 of Fargo. That's kind of what's going on with the Snells. And I think that the husband and wife duo, that's got to be some of the best casting ever. Like the husband is like perfect. He sells like the mob leader, and the wife is like, she sells being a crazy lady who will just like murder anybody. She's kind of a wild card.
I think that's an early foreshadowing of our main family going forward. I picked up on that like immediately.
Oh, could be.
Like they're gonna do a plot device here.
I don't remember too much about it. I have seen the first 2 seasons. I probably put "seen" in air quotes. I've seen the first season and then quote unquote seen the second season. I was just listening to it and I had it on in the background, and then I was like, this is a boring show. But that was probably because I wasn't looking at it at all.
Yep.
But the first season is great by what I remember. And, you know, there isn't a lot of like big name people in it. Jason Bateman is obviously our lead. He is great in this. He's doing a Bob Odenkirk and Saul move. He is typically known for comedies and stuff, and now he is in Ozark, which is a very serious show. I don't know if there's any brevity in it at all. Very sad and dark. And Laura Linney is also in it. She plays Wendy. And I don't know too much about her, but I know that she is an established actress. I don't know if I've seen her in anything else. But those are the only really 2 other big name people. But yeah, casting's great. Acting, phenomenal. I think Jason Bateman has been nominated for like every single season, which is deserved. I think.
For sure.
It's really great. And it's just a good show. So far, we're only 6 episodes in. And we will, of course, do a full-on show breakdown when we are done giving our thoughts and opinions, but that will be a month from now. Season 4 is coming soon, TM. So we don't know when that's coming. It was just announced that it is coming. Similar to a Stranger Things, where it was like, Stranger Things 4 is coming, and then it took like 6
It's the
months.
announcement of an announcement.
Pretty much. So my guess is later this year, probably October, November. That would be my guess. My prediction, because that's when Netflix likes to drop things. But,
Ooh.
you know, I have been wrong before. They might fast track it too. If COVID gets a little scary, they could be like, hey, whoa, surprise, it's coming out in 2 weeks. Because if people are going to be home again, then that would be a good thing for Netflix to do to get people to get more subscriptions.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not a businessman. I just run a podcast. So, yes, that is Ozark Thoughts. Official Ozark Spoy Boys are done. I don't have any music news, but I will turn it over to Babby if he has any music news.
When don't I? That's the
Never.
bigger question. Yeah.
So
No, it's been a
Take
crazy
it away.
summer.
mm-hmm.
We'll start with our weekly Donda update, I guess.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna make this a weekly thing until it comes out or it gets scrapped or something.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of slow. Not many things are happening. I guess I could just go over the main things.
Okay.
Apple Music updated like a day after we recorded last week and said that Hurricane was gonna be a single. Basically, it's now Saturday, the next week later, and Hurricane is no longer a single. It seems they changed the description of Donda on Apple Music and said that, listen to Kanye's 10th studio album with a million musical guests or something. But so they're changing language. It was reported that Kanye was moving to a different stadium, but that was certified cap. I think he's still in Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
Okay.
Kanye's not giving us any news, so we're just the news sources we're getting from are people that are in his team and are tweeting. So this could be just like nobody's trying to lie, but Kanye's just so we know how Kanye is.
Yeah.
Kanye is so
He
Kanye.
changes his mind a lot. But yeah, I think they're still in Mercedes-Benz Stadium. We've gotten like no word on like anything, but radio stations have gotten 4 songs
Oh, okay.
they have to get it from Def Jam. So Def Jam has sent them to them because they're like mix and mastered, like CD quality.
Okay.
So those are final, I would assume. Those being all pretty significant songs. I'm gonna like stay away from the worries of like if something isn't gonna make the cut or not, since I've listened to all of it. I'm just gonna pray that he keeps most of it on, because it would be a shame if some of these just didn't get on the final cut. But that's how the album making process goes.
Yeah.
As we saw from Untitled Unmastered that we recorded this week.
That's true. Yeah.
But yeah, so radio stations have gotten official tracks, which is good.
That's a good sign.
That means Def Jam sent them out. They're final. They are like 99% confirmed on the album, unless Kanye does a Kanye thing and pulls a song that's playing on the radio off the album. But it's looking like there's going to be no single now, just because the Hurricane language changed. Even though it's like uploaded to the Donda pre-order, you can see it. You can see the features. You can see the length. But nothing happened with it. There's been word that Netflix did a not documentary with him on this, and that it was supposed to drop the first episode the night the album came out, but then they had to change the date because Kanye didn't release it.
Oh.
So But the Falcons are playing football now because it is football season very soon.
Oh no.
So I don't think he can stay in the stadium too long unless he's really paying them. Which
Yeah,
he
sorry
can.
guys, we can't play here because we're getting paid.
Yeah,
But
Kanye's
sorry,
in the
bye,
locker room.
Kanye.
You can't. I think he's in like the visitors' soccer locker room.
Okay.
So he's not really intruding, but at the same time, if he needs to like, there's been reports of him just like playing the album for his team every single night.
Mm,
Like he can't really do that if football season really gets going here in the
True.
next couple weeks.
yeah, there could be some leaks and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's already been leaks. We've been getting a lot of information from the chefs that are working there.
Oh.
They've been big resources.
Okay.
I'm just getting information from like the collaborators that worked with Dissect on the Yeezus season.
Mm,
They're like very, very involved on just the Kanye news and everything. So I'm just getting information from them, and then they get information from like the chefs and like the workers.
Huh. Okay.
But Kanye has a personal chef, and then there's a chef at Mercedes-Benz. So they're both giving information.
Oh.
And they'll be like posting Instagram stories, and you can hear the album playing in the background. So it's like, just every single crumb we can get.
Yeah.
I'm just finding it interesting how this thing is flowing and going. But moving forward, I could definitely see another listening party. It's been in 2-week intervals, so this week might be a lot more eventful.
True.
At this point, I'm just giving him till the end of the year to put it out. Otherwise, I'm thinking it might be scrapped.
True. Yeah.
Because Kanye would be the guy to just get rid of an album because he's done it multiple times. Even though those usually haven't gotten official listening parties.
Yeah.
Most of his scrapped albums have given dates, but Kanye himself hasn't given a date for this one yet.
Yeah. He's weirdly quiet, which is.
I think that's part of the rollout.
Yeah. Could be.
But Mike Dean today posted that he's back at home, and he's the mixer and master guy for Kanye's albums. Does a lot of the guitar stuff and synth stuff. So if he's home, that could mean good things, or it could be bad things.
Yeah.
That could mean that his job on this one is done, and it's up to Kanye to like. I think there's been like video guys and stuff coming around the stadium, so there might be music videos. There might be a lot of the art and rollout stuff that's just Kanye and doesn't have to deal with mixers and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So that's very possible. Or it could be that he knows that the album isn't coming for a long time, and he's like, "Screw this, I'm going home."
Yeah.
Which is possible, but
Sure.
I think he has like personal shows in like the next week or two, so he's probably just preparing for those. So if he goes back after that, we know that it's going to be a while.
Yeah.
I could definitely see a third listening party. Things go in threes usually. And Kanye's a freaking art nerd, as we can tell from the last listening parties. So he could be pulling the triple threat, come out with a different outfit and different performance for the third time, and that's the one that it comes out with.
It could be.
Very possible. But yeah, that's where we're sitting.
Okay.
Yeah, we're
Just patiently waiting.
Patiently in air quotes.
Patiently. I'll peruse the subreddits and just watch like fans just go absolutely like they're actually just so thirsty.
Yeah, I bet.
But I'm more interested in the artistic process here. Knowing that the final product is going to be one of his best albums, having heard it, like, okay, I can wait. If every day that it doesn't come out, the album's getting better, I can wait. Because what I heard at the listening party was already great. None of this 7 songs, like literally still reference track verses on them. Or Jesus is King, which is just taking Yandi and trying to make something out of it.
Make a Jesus record.
Yeah. Out of like amazing songs, and then have them changed and have your verses be like literally stuff that could have been written in 10 minutes.
Right.
So it will be good when it comes out. I think the next week will be productive.
Okay. Well, we'll just have to see.
We'll see.
Any other news?
I guess we can just go releases.
Sure.
Every single release came out on not Friday this week, which was interesting.
Okay.
I think we had some come out on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
Weird.
I'm just gonna go in order from my playlist. Sufjan and Angelo De Agostini dropped 2 more singles,
Oh, okay.
for a total of 4 now. But they have Back to Oz and Fictional California. Both are pretty dang good. I don't think anything beats Reach Out because that's like one of my favorite songs of the year. But these are a good sign. There's
So-
like even a little bit of John Mayer influence on the freaking Back to Oz one.
Oh, yeah. I listened to the other two that came out. I liked them
Yeah.
quite a bit. Is there going to be a full project with this?
Yeah, it comes out next month. I don't remember the exact date.
Oh, okay.
Let me
Oh,
check my calendar. I think it's the 17th or the 24th.
Okay.
And I think there's 16 songs, when I
Wow.
remember.
I'd hope so if there's 4 singles out.
Yeah, but they're all great. So,
Yeah.
no complaints. Just hopefully there's no more after this.
Yeah, please.
I'd rather hear the majority of the album when it comes out,
Mhm.
instead of having half of it, because they seem to be doing these little 2-pack drops.
Yeah.
But this sounds really good. This is going to be a great album when it comes out next month. Metallica's doing a cover album, but they're not doing the covers. They're having other artists do covers of their songs.
Oh, okay.
So Phoebe Bridgers got a spot and did the Nothing Else Matters as like as a cover.
Oh, okay.
Very interesting. It was kind of weird seeing her attached to this.
Yeah.
I know there's like a whole bunch of, there's like Miley Cyrus and
Oh.
a whole bunch of other people that are just like, from them seeing from the cover art. Yeah, a lot of weird people. Kamasi Washington, which would probably be pretty cool. It's a saxophone guy.
Oh.
Mac DeMarco. Some weirdo people to be doing Metallica covers, but Nothing Else Matters is a slow burn, not even a slow burn Metallica song. It's just a slower Metallica song.
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty good. It sounds like a freaking, it reminds me of Evanescence,
Oh,
which
yeah.
is weird. I guess it's not that weird. Her voice works well with that.
Mm-hmm.
She would be a goth artist if she wasn't freaking folk. So it makes sense.
Born in the wrong generation.
Born in the wrong generation. But that was interesting.
Yeah.
Never expected to see that, and it came out on like a Wednesday, just
Huh.
randomly. I'm like, okay, this is out now. Injury Reserve are back. We were wondering what was going to happen with that. Last year, one of their members passed away unexpectedly. Don't think we know why, but they're a hip hop trio. They do a lot of noise and like experimental and industrial hip hop. And they said they're back. They're going to release this album. Most of it was done before the fact. And that it's coming out next month, I think the 14th.
Okay.
Or 17th, I mean. But they dropped the first single on Wednesday. It's like 5 minutes long. It's got a Black MIDI sample.
Oh.
Which didn't make, it was like one of those unexpected things, but then once you listen to it, it makes so much sense.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Black MIDI's drummer is working with them for the album. So it's going to be a very somber record, but the single's pretty cool. Not what you'd expect from a single, but given the situation, it makes complete sense.
Yeah.
Usually you want to come out swinging with a single, but I think this is kind of the perfect entryway into what's going to be on the main album.
Sure.
But I know Bab Jab will probably be very interested in that.
Mm-hmm.
Albums. What do we got? Got the Boldy James and Alchemist album came out. I talked about that last 2 weeks, I think.
Yeah.
Very good. Didn't expect anything less. I don't know if I like it as much as Price of Tea in China, which is what their collab album was early last year. I think that made it into my top 10 for albums last year. But this one is like probably on par. I would say the quality is like as high as that one, which is good.
Sure.
Alchemist is probably the best producer of the past 2 years. He's gotten this one, Haram, Alfredo with Freddie Gibbs, and The Price of Tea in China. All in the span of less than 2 years.
Yeah, he's a busy boy.
He's a really busy boy, and they all sound completely different.
Mm-hmm.
Haram is super mysterious and like mystical and magical, and now this one is like it feels like the soundtrack to like a crime movie.
Okay.
Uh, his beats are just so like you close your eyes and it's like you can picture where you are.
Mm-hmm.
It's very like grimy and like it's the crime movies where they like go from like the criminals like the underbelly perspective.
Oh, okay.
It's all what it sounds like. It's amazing.
Mm.
Boldy James is my favorite rapper from like the Midwest out right now, probably.
Even better than Kanye.
Midwest.
Oh, that doesn't
yeah.
count. Newer artist.
Okay.
That doesn't count. Kanye lives in Wyoming now.
That's true. He's not a Midwesterner anymore.
Actually, I don't know if he does now. I don't know what his situation. He's living in Mercedes.
He lives in Mercedes-Benz. Yeah.
But Boldy James is like the most laid ever, but he's so cool that it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
Got features from Benny the Butcher, Earl Sweatshirt, Freddie Gibbs, Currency. Everybody you want to see on a Griselda record is here.
Mm.
I'm glad Alchemist is getting Earl Sweatshirt into these projects with him. We're kind of getting drip fed some Earl Sweatshirt stuff, which is always awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But I think this one will continue to grow on me. It's too early to picture where I'd put this, but it's very, very good. Yeah. I think Alchemist also has that Vince Staples and Earl Sweatshirt album that's getting worked on. So I don't know if he could put out 5 amazing ones in 2 years. That might be too much to ask.
He should go to bed.
He should do something. Chill out. I mean, keep doing it because they're all like great and they've all been like my upper echelon for the past 2 years. But slow down. We had 2 Griselda releases in 1 week, which is interesting. Benny the Butcher dropped like an EP. Apparently, it was made like 3 years ago, and he's just releasing this now for some reason.
Wow.
Very short, to the point. It sounds like old Benny. Production's completely different. He's kind of grown into like a Jay-Z figure at this point. And his like newer stuff, the beats sound more like it.
Mm.
Just the way he's presenting albums and subject matter seems a lot more Jay-Z than this stuff where he's like still underground and doing some weirdo stuff. But pretty good. I think it did get overshadowed by Boldy James though, so it was interesting to release 2 Griselda projects on the same day.
Yeah.
Knowing that one is a lot more polished than the other.
Mm-hmm.
But whatever. I feel like I overlooked it, but I'll probably come back to it once Boldy wears off, which will probably not be for a while. But I think West Side Gun is dropping in October too.
Wow.
So
the whole gang is out.
The whole gang. Apparently he retired and then he decided, nah, mate, which is the same thing Logic did. So whatever. I'd rather have West Side Gun than Logic though. So.
Yeah. I don't know if we want to compare those two.
It's just the same thing. It's like I'm going into retirement, and then the next day you're like, nah, I'm back.
Actually, Bobby Tarantino 3 is probably going to be the best one ever.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah.
I didn't even listen to that.
Wow.
I'm just saving myself the pain. I'm done.
I didn't know you were a coward.
Yeah. I think I said in the no pressure reaction, I'm like, I don't want to hear any more Logic after this because this is the best he's going to get.
Yeah.
And it's true. So I'm just saving myself.
Mm-hmm.
But West Side Gun's a little different since he is running the whole thing and he's like co-producing and arranging albums and stuff. So he's a lot more involved.
Sure.
But I also love his album, so I'm glad that he's back. But I guess the last thing, Anthony Fantano gave out another 10.
Already? What the frick?
It's 2 in 1 summer, 2 in like a little over a month.
Wow.
Which is nuts.
Okay.
The last 10 we've gotten is like 2018, I think.
Yeah.
Kids See Ghosts was the last one.
What the frick?
But I guess we're back in full swing. I don't think this one's as surprising as the spelling one, just because people didn't really know that one and knew that it was like he really, really liked it like that. But now that I've gotten time with that one, it is one of my favorites of the year.
Okay.
I think it's very similar to like a Kate Bush that we might be reacting to eventually. It's
Eventually.
very like 80s and 90s influence, but is also just done to the best of its ability.
Yeah, I think you put that one on the list, the spelling album.
I did.
So
yeah.
I'm probably going to listen to it. I'll put it, pick it soon.
You might like it. You might like it.
Yeah.
I got over the learning, or not the learning curve, but just like the weirdness.
Mm.
And now that I'm just in it now, it feels natural.
Yeah.
But this one is going to take a long time. This is Lingua Ignota, Sinner Get Ready. I've known of Lingua Ignota for years because Fantano's always kind of been a big fan. I think he's given 8s, 9s, and now a 10. So I think everybody kind of expected this. So it wasn't as crazy of like a, oh my God, he's trending on Twitter because there's a 10. Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a, oh, he actually did it. This is like the most different than the other 10 you could possibly get. Like these are two massive ends of the spectrum, even though they're in the same genre.
Really?
I think they'd both be considered art pop. This is more like art folk, though. I don't know how to label this. This is just crazy. She makes like, her voice is very powerful. She does like chamber pop, but this one has a lot of folk influence, but it's also like extremely disturbing. I didn't listen to her last release, Caligula, in 2019. He recommended that one like a ton of times, but that one's very filled with like trauma and stuff. I'm like, I'm not ready to get into something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe ever, to be honest. But this one I thought, I'd give it a try. It's a 10, so everything he gives a 10, I'm gonna listen to.
Have you listened to Death Grips?
I've listened to like 90% of that album, like through tracks. I haven't heard the whole thing through, but we might do that in reactions eventually.
Okay.
I could put some of those in the yikes.
I don't know if that would be good. That would not be a high ranker on the wheel. Just saying.
Oh, I know. But Death Grips paved the way for a lot of things, and I do like a lot of the songs off Money's Store. But this is definitely the most challenging and interesting one I think he's ever put as a 10.
Okay.
Just because it is so different. It's a lot of like her real, like she was Catholic and then wasn't. And now it's like her experience learning the world for a second time once you're not Catholic.
Yeah.
But a lot of it is like, it sounds almost gospel like, where she's trying to mimic kind of these church service things, but her voice is just so powerful. She could be an opera singer. But the instrumentals are super drawn back. First song's 9 minutes and it's super quiet and like it's really unnerving and eerie. But then all of a sudden it sounds like a church organ like fell 5 stories and smashed onto the ground. Literally just gives you a jump scare like halfway into the song.
Oh, nice.
And it does that multiple times. And then the next song after that is like extremely disturbing. Lyrics are just crazy. It's all religious themes, and like it seems like she's talking from the point of view who someone who's just like too far gone. And then eventually as the album goes, it like opens up more. But it's just like the bad parts of Catholicism where people get radicalized and it's just bad.
Yeah.
And the experiences are just so like, it's like painful to listen to almost. I'm like, this is too much almost. Not from like a noise standpoint, from like a lyrical content and like passion standpoint. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Like, are you acting in a horror movie right now? Because this is like how tense this whole thing is. But around track 4, it opens up and it's like some of the most beautiful stuff I've heard all year, which is really strange because the first part of it is so eerie. But it starts to open up and it's like just beautiful music. You could do an orchestra with this and it would be incredible. I think the last song starts with like a soundbite of like one person, like it was during COVID, where she was being asked why she won't wear a mask in a Walmart or Home Depot or something. And she's like, I'm covered in Jesus' blood. I don't need none of this. That person died. Anthony mentioned that in the review. It's like, this is an excerpt from someone that did die like months after having this recorded.
Wow.
And then she goes into the song talking about it. So it's like, man, I understand why this is a 10. There's actually no question about it.
Yeah.
But it's not music that you listen to usually.
No.
As an artful expression, this is a 10, no doubt. But if you listen to this on the regular, you should probably get help. Seek therapy.
The beats are just so good.
I mean, some of these songs are just incredibly beautiful, but a lot of the album is so dense that I'm like, I could not just put this on.
Yeah.
It's like this sounds like a horror movie, but it's real life, and I don't like it. But one of the most interesting album experiences I've had in a long time. Spelling is so listenable that I just have it on constantly, and then this is like an art piece, and then I'm not supposed to listen to a lot, but also trying to appreciate it, so I have to like do it in spades.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know if he's going to give out any more 10s.
You
2
never
in 1
know.
year, 2 in 1 summer is nuts.
I don't know. Lil Nas X is dropping.
Lil Nas
soon.
X, that's true. It's possible. It's been nothing but straight fire so far, you know?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's gonna be a 10
Yeah.
for sure.
I feel like his ratings for 10s are stuff that is groundbreaking
Yeah.
or innovative and something that's nobody's ever done, which I think is true for every single 10.
Yeah.
Besides maybe spelling. But spelling is just like art pop to a perfection. Which is probably why it's a 10, because it's like a grounding moment in the genre. But T-Pab's a cultural moment. Kids See Ghosts was like perfect of Kanye's mindset at the time.
Yeah.
And all the other ones were just, innovative or just flawless.
Right.
But Lil Nas X might get like a 9.
Like,
Usually he likes
unironically.
stuff a lot. Yeah. No, yeah, it definitely will.
Okay.
Like an 8 or a 9 probably. I think he's been messing with it pretty hard.
I would like to see it because
Yeah.
I really enjoyed all of Lil Nas's.
No, yeah,
stuff.
they've been fantastic.
Yeah.
We'll just have to see how the album comes out.
Hopefully soon.
Yeah.
I said something the other day. He's been real quiet.
He's been real quiet.
Usually he's like, he's a talkative guy. He'll speak his shit. He's not saying anything. I mean, he's doing like Twitter shit posts.
Really just swore on our
That's what he does.
podcast like twice in 5 seconds. Demonetized.
We aren't monetized.
We have 4 subscribers, Paul.
Yeah.
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 No, I think it's gonna. I don't know. I don't know. Anything. He hasn't said anything, but
Yeah, I would hope it would come out this year. It's just there hasn't been like any mention toward it.
I think
It gets brought up every now and then, but it's not anything serious.
No, I think the last thing I saw him mention was that he said Holiday wasn't going to be on it, and he did a Marvel style intro.
Oh yeah.
He did that you know, like the what do they call that? The sting, like a title sting of Montero in the Marvel style while he was doing some a cappella vocals.
That was pretty epic.
Yeah. So hopefully, comes soon.
I hope so.
I'd like that. I don't think
I don't think I have anything planned for release in the next couple weeks though. Which is crazy.
Yeah, that's a little weird. Something might surprise you.
Neither do I.
I'm sure there'll be stuff, but might just be a little slow. Seems like September is going to be heavy hitting.
Mm-hmm. Wait, did we talk about The Weeknd already?
Last week, yeah.
Okay.
It is the weekend currently.
He did release an extended version.
Oh, is it good?
It's like an actual extended version and not just like some crap where they added 30 seconds before and after. It's like an actual like disco pop thing that you'd actually hear in the club because it's longer and extended it.
Oh,
It's
okay.
pretty good. Seems like the main song is like a radio edit,
Oh, okay.
but that song continues to grow on me. I'm excited for what he's got.
I'm sure it's gonna be great.
didn't hit me in the face right away, but now that I'm listening to it more, it's like it's still like top quality.
I'm sure it's the weekend.
Yeah.
I don't know if he can flop at this point.
No, probably not.
Especially if this is the companion piece to After Hours. I feel like just give us more of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm down with the more disco, like drawn out parts of it too. So
Oh, for sure. Yeah. He can do it.
he can do it.
Um,
That's all I got, I think.
okay. I don't think I have any music things either. Not that I usually do. But you know,
Welcome,
never
bet
know.
I don't.
That's true. I saw RMR did a couple festivals. I think he did the one down in Utah. I don't know.
Utah.
Good for him, I guess. So
I
that's
love Utah.
Me too. I love Mormon. Yeah. The only other thing I have in terms of news is that there was a gaming news, a pretty big one, if I'm being honest. I don't know if you guys saw this, probably, but
Actually, I might have one that you probably didn't see.
oh, okay.
Double check it though.
I think this was on Monday or Tuesday. Some gaming publishers were saying that Take-Two, which is Rockstar's publishing house or whatever, that they had 3 remakes currently in development on the Unreal Engine. And people were speculating, you got like the Bullies, LA Noire. People were itching for the Grand Theft Auto trilogy, those being 3 Vice City and San Andreas. Those remasters, like the original Red Dead Revolver, I saw got brought up a couple times. That officially got revealed what that was, and it is the Grand Theft Auto trilogy. So I don't know when that's coming, but they just announced that Grand Theft Auto 3, Vice City, and San Andreas are getting pretty sizable facelifts. They're getting upgraded to the Unreal Engine. I don't know. I know there's that new Unreal Engine that just got showed off, but I'm guessing it's probably the previous one. I doubt it. I don't know
they
if
had to have been. I mean,
I don't know when dev kits got sent out for that. I would be surprised if it's on the new one.
When was it announced? It was like this spring, right?
Yeah, I think around May, April.
I have a feeling it's not going to be the new one. No.
I would be surprised.
Yeah.
And I don't think that any of these games necessarily need that engine. But it is cool.
They don't, but
Yeah, I think this is good.
The older GTAs need it.
Right. This isn't the top-down one.
No.
GTA 3 was the first.
But 3 is getting a little dated.
3 is dated.
4 still works pretty
4's
pretty intuitive.
Yeah. I think 4 is good. I don't think they need to remaster that yet. The only thing that would be nice is if they re-released it and you didn't have to use games for Windows Live.
Oh,
That's the only thing that's holding it back.
Yep.
Otherwise, it runs fine. Actually, the Steam version might crash. I think I remember that happening when I got
Probably
it.
does.
I had to do some weird fixes.
Yeah, might as well remake it at that point.
Yeah. Or at least just re-release it on the Rockstar store or something that's a better version. I don't know. But I'm excited for this. These are 3 GTA games that I have not played. I have San Andreas, but the PC port is pretty bad. So I have not.
Maybe this will just give us good PC ports.
Honestly, that's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah.
I think I saw that it is going to be releasing on all of the major consoles, including past gen and PC. I don't remember if I saw Switch. I think I saw Switch for something else. I don't think this one's good. I don't see Nintendo putting Grand Theft Auto onto Switch.
Probably not.
Probably not. It is, however, going to be on the Steam Deck. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, get ready for that.
Anything that's on Steam will be on the Steam Deck. Yeah.
Let's go.
I don't know if it's going to be on Steam or if it's going to be on the Rockstar launcher, because they do have their own thing now.
A launch.
So I don't know. But that's cool. That's the only bit of gaming news I had. Paul, was that what you had seen?
No.
Oh, okay. Well then, inform the class then.
I'm guessing Babby probably heard this, but I think it came out yesterday. But we are about to get some Pokemon news on the 18th.
Like a direct.
I have it open right here. Pokemon Company will stream a new Pokemon Presents showcase on Wednesday, promising updates on Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, and the Pokemon Legends Arceus.
Yeah.
And that's all we
that's a
really
direct.
know.
I think there's been speculation of a delay, so
Oh, we'll
okay.
see.
that's probably what it's going to be.
When was this article from? It was from yesterday morning, so I'm
I've just been hearing people talking about how
I literally just know that it's happening.
definitely could be delayed.
Well, I
Was
guess we'll
there
see on
any,
Wednesday.
Well, they released that one, like, I don't know if it was a Pokemon trailer, like a
I
while
wouldn't
ago,
know.
but there was like shots of the remake games, and they look completely different from the reveal trailer.
Oh, really?
So people were speculating that they might have redid a lot of the art style since people didn't like it for some reason.
Oh,
Well,
true.
when was this solidified? Because
Don't know.
I mean,
Well, we're all basing this on rumors right now. We'll see on Wednesday, which is the 18th.
None of this is
let me
confirmed yet.
see.
Yeah. We'll have to see. I
Yeah,
don't
let
think.
me
Do we
see
have
this
a release
article
date for any of these?
November, or is it
19th.
November or October for remakes?
It's November 19th.
Okay.
And then
And then-
Arceus is
Before
next year.
Yeah, it was like early next year.
Yeah.
Might have even been January. That one I could see getting a delay, since we have seen nothing from it so far.
For sure.
Yeah, I'm not saying where they got the news from, as news articles usually say, but hey,
Yeah, it's probably happening.
probably.
If they have that
Oh,
much
they
like
have
specific info
Yeah,
about
they
it,
have a time: 9 a.m. EDT, 6 a.m. PDT.
yeah, that's probably
Somehow make
legit. Then.
that central for us, but what is that?
They're usually early.
An 8 maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, on the official
what's
Pokemon
EDT?
Twitter, it says 6 a.m. PDT, August 18th. So it is confirmed
What
for
is EDT?
the
Pacific. That would be
You said Eastern time.
Pacific date and time.
Pacific date, which is of the east of us,
Eastern
right?
time.
Eastern
So,
is EST.
Eastern is EST.
So
Okay.
if it's
So it'd
at
be like we're
six-
2 hours behind Pacific.
So it'd be 7 a.m. for 2 hours behind Pacific. Aren't we ahead? Wait. Pacific is west. We're ahead of them,
And
right?
Pacific, oh yeah, we're ahead 2 hours.
Yeah, it's at 7
over there.
a.m. for us.
Pacific, well,
Yeah,
it'll be
okay.
8 because there's mountain time in between.
Oh,
Yeah, it's 2
2
hours.
hours.
Oh yeah.
So
It's
it'll
4
be at
hours.
8 a.m. on,
Still won't be up for
on
that.
Wednesday.
I'm
Yeah.
lucky if I get up at 9.
Well, you'll just have to see it after the fact then.
Yeah,
I probably
guess
won't
I
be up
will.
either. And I guess I'll just
I have a
see
feeling
from.
Babby probably won't be.
I'll be up.
He'll just be
you will?
working.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'll be working.
Employed, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, I wish.
40 hours a week, by the way. Have to get up at a normal person's hour,
Gross.
unfortunately.
Man, Mr. High and Mighty, why are you still doing a podcast, huh? So
I just like to stay humble.
employed. Oh, okay.
Meanwhile, I'm out here trying to just look for really any job now that they're paying like 15 an hour, a lot of them, just so I
Get a
can get by
bag.
at least through the winter.
You gotta.
Hey, you're lucky that your state does that, so take
Yeah.
advantage.
That it is what?
Pays
The
more.
like raises? Oh.
Yeah.
Are you guys not having the like
no,
because
we're
shortage
awful.
they're having? Oh, okay.
Well, a lot of our state can't wrap our head around that nobody wants to work
Oh.
because wages are awful, and
Okay.
that somehow it's the workers' fault. So
Mhm.
I guess. Yeah.
we
I
have a
don't-
pretty bad education system. It takes a while
I mean,
to get to
not
people
that
who realize that.
Iowa's the best, but
No, but when what you're dealing with here, it's
yeah.
like these dang workers ain't working. I can't get my cheeseburger right away.
Oh, you're
You should pay them more than $9.50. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Isn't Wisconsin part of? No, it's not the Rust Belt. Is it?
No.
Okay, yeah, never mind then.
We're all dairy, and
Yeah,
that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
We're
yeah,
brewing and dairy, so
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why Iowa's had such a jump. Like literally everything has
Well-
raised wages so much in like the past 2 months.
well, everybody's going to Iowa now. It's kind of becoming a hotspot,
They
or at
are.
least metro area. Yeah.
mm,
Have you
I
not seen
guess-
the expansion of your area over the last 3 years? Every time I come down, it's like completely different.
Well, I mean, living here, you don't see it as much, especially since I only drive like to 3-4 different places a month.
No, yeah, your population density compared to what it was is
Yeah.
nuts.
Ankeny
yeah, I
was the
guess
fastest
af-
growing city in the nation for a while.
Yeah.
Oh well, all I've been to in Ankeny was DMAC, and there's not too much growing around there. I don't think.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, like, I've never left like
Place
the
is huge.
streets around DMAC.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know it's big. But...
Mhm.
And then I guess now that I think about it, where I live currently, there's like 2 new houses being built on the street, like every second month, maybe.
Yeah.
It's
And,
rapidly
yeah,
expanding.
We are going.
It is.
Getting bigger and better. Well, bigger.
Bigger. This is where control comes in, and hopefully cities can do it right as
Yeah.
you build.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. But
It's a very difficult concept for American cities. So
Yeah.
is
Good
that is that because of more rural coming to suburban, or is that more people
that's
moving
more
to
people
Iowa?
coming in, and they don't know how to accommodate space.
Yeah.
Uh,
The people moving to Ankeny are people who are working in Des Moines City.
hmm.
It's a richer suburb, so it's like business people.
And I
Well,
wouldn't
You got
know
the whole
that. I
state
don't-
of Iowa for rural people, and I don't think they're looking to
Yeah.
No, they aren't going to Ankeny.
converge. Yeah.
There's like 3 cities that are like main cities in Iowa, and then the 2 like behind Des Moines are like not even half the size, if I remember. You have like what, Cedar Rapids and Iowa
Dubuque.
City, Dubuque,
Iowa
maybe?
City.
I think
I don't know what has city in it. It's gotta be a city.
It's like a
Iowa
college
City is a college town.
Oh yeah.
I think Cedar Rapids is number 2, and then
That's an industry area.
Davenport
Yeah.
or Dubuque. I don't know, one of those 2.
Hmm.
That's
Something
pretty
like
cool.
that. I don't.
Anyways, enough of this
Yeah.
stupid Iowa talk.
Adult talk. Dumb.
Idiot.
I mean, I was having fun.
Well, no more of that. Because we need to talk about Xbox Game Pass.
Oh.
This is something I want to talk about. So therefore, it
Oh,
is
sorry, it's all
important.
about you. I'd rather talk about wage disparity.
You want to? We can talk about. Let's talk about
No.
politics.
Let's-
Let's make
let's
this a
do it.
politics
How-
podcast.
How much does McDonald's pay in Wisconsin?
$2.
$2.
You get tips.
I don't know, like $12.50.
You get tips. How much?
$12.50, I think.
Oh, that's more than we pay here. It's like 11 here.
Well, they're struggling here, so they're giving a little bit.
McDonald's
Yeah.
can pay more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If Panera can pay 16, I think McDonald's can pay like 12.
You would think.
I would think, and I believe. I just have to believe harder.
There you go.
Come on, everyone! If we believe harder, they'll raise the wages.
Yep.
That's how it works. Anyways,
Anyway.
Denny's.
I got Xbox Game Pass for $1.
Dude. How?
I don't know. I went to look at the
You
prices
buy
and it
through
said
the Xbox thing
Yeah.
on your computer.
get it through the app, and then it.
Yeah.
I was able to get the ultimate version, which I had the basic version before for $1. I was able to get the ultimate version, which is usually $15 a month, but I got it for $1 for a month. So
I'm gonna swipe that if I see it real quick.
yeah, go ahead.
You
You
should
can,
have
Isn't Age of Empires 4 out now? I wanna play
not
that.
yet.
Aw, frick.
October 28th.
3 is on there, though.
Maybe I should wait then.
all 3 of them are out. But
I might wait a bit.
okay.
Oh, they do get a boyfriend dungeon though.
I actually saw that was released on the Switch. I don't know what that is. I might give it a shot just because the audacity to call your game Boyfriend Dungeon. Who knows? Might
Yes,
be good.
dude.
But I have been playing some good games, so I thought I would recommend.
Boyfriend Dungeon.
I have not played Boyfriend Dungeon yet.
You should.
I might. I don't know.
I
Maybe.
expect a clinical review next week.
Okay. I don't know. If it's an anime game, I might not like it. But
It's what you'd expect from a visual novel.
it's
That's
not
what
a
I see
visual
from the
novel. It's an
pictures.
action adventure game, role
Wait,
playing.
what? I need to look at
I
this
know.
again.
That's why I was surprised when I saw the cover. I thought it was going to be a visual novel. You hover over it and it says action adventure role playing. So I'm like, okay, this is going to be a
visual
weirdo.
novels, not action adventures.
Not typically.
Not usually.
I think that's. I might give that a shot, but I have been playing a couple games that I thought maybe
Jesus.
need some props. I have been playing. If you like roguelikes, I got 2 of them for you.
And they're not Hades.
Well, I was gonna bring up Hades because Hades was just added.
Oh, okay.
So if you haven't played Hades, it was added to Xbox Game Pass. Get it for $1, even if you just want to play Hades. It's worth it because Hades is awesome.
Hades.
But I've been playing Curse of the Dead Gods, which I think is a pretty new game. When I got Xbox Game Pass, it was like the newest thing to come. Yeah, August 4th, it just came out. It is. I don't even know how to explain it. It's like Gungeon or Hades, just in that it's a roguelike. I don't think it does anything too crazy that's like better than Gungeon or Hades, which I think are the 2 best right now. But I think it just does it well. So it's worth just visiting. It does enough different to where it is worth it if you like roguelikes. And then also, I just started playing this today, and I actually got on Discord a little bit too late because I got a little bit out of hand. I got too invested. Got a little bit too invested. It's Slay the Spire. I saw this on here. It's a card game. A card.
I love card game.
I believe it's a. They describe it as a roguelike card game deck builder, which is a weird combination. I believe Donkey put it on his best of 2020 list, or 2019. I can't remember which one. But he described it as being able to like build up your perfect deck and then like unleash them all off in like a crazy blitzkrieg, and that is 100% accurate, and it is very fun. The second character that you unlock, I think there's 4. The second one might be my favorite just because she deals in a lot of like damage over time, poisony stuff, and it's so satisfying to like stack up like 50 poisons on one person and then just have them start their turn and then die. And it's like, ha ha ha, you stupid idiot.
You are gone.
And it's published by Humble Games. So
How humble.
that's also nice. The Humble Bumble guys. So I recommend that one. This game is a little bit too advanced for me, but I thought I would shout it out. And it is Desperados 3. It is a real-time tactics Western game. I played the first level. I think I did Dece. I might come back to it, but it is kind of hard. It's very difficult. It straight up says like, hey, quick saving and then failing and reloading saves is completely intended. So like save every minute. Like it'll flash something up if you haven't saved in a minute. It'll be like last quick save, and then it'll count down. And then it like starts flashing if it's been over 2 minutes. So it's like
What's the game called?
Desperados 3. You might like it. I'm not sure.
I want to make sure it is like this because I've played this type of game before. A game that you probably never heard of. Is it like a? It's like a kind of. There's like the 3D world that you can like walk around in, and it's like walking around enemies that you have to either like kill or get by.
Yeah, it's a real-time
Yeah.
tactics stealth game, I think.
Yeah, I actually played a game like this a long, long while ago. That was pretty cool. That took place in the kind of medieval Japan, freaking like samurai and stuff. Where is it? It was really fun. I recommend it if any of you want to try it. It's probably the same difficulty, but maybe
what is
easier.
it?
I'm trying to find it. I don't remember the name.
Okay.
But basically, it's exactly that, except their main characters are like a samurai, older guy that has like a raccoon, I think, that you can use, and like 3 others. Where is it?
Well, I like the Western
now.
setting.
I'll find it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I usually like Western things, so I was like, I'll give it a shot. We'll see. So I might come back to it. It is very difficult though. The other one, I'm trying to finish Psychonauts. I have the Steam version. Do not play the Steam version. If the second one is coming out soon. The Steam version is very busted. I don't know if it's just my copy or what happened, but the voice will clip, and then like certain dialogue bits will just completely be skipped, and it'll just skip to the next line. So I got too frustrated with it, and I had to quit when I was trying to replay it before the second one come out. So then I went on Game Pass, and it was there. This version is very good. I think it's way better than the Steam version, which makes sense because it just came out like, in May. So, very good version of it. Play it before the second one comes out in 10 days of us recording it. That comes out on the 24th. So, very excited for that.
I did find the game. If you're curious. Shadow Tactics of Blades of the Shogun.
I have heard of that.
You have?
Shogun these nuts.
Haha. It goes on sale for quite a bit on Steam, if I remember. But yeah.
Yeah, give that one a shot. Why don't you?
Got that nice 96% overall reviews.
That's pretty good.
Oh, it's actually bigger than I thought it was. They actually have a demo if you want to try it out.
I might do that.
Yeah. I think it might be the first level, which is a decent amount of gameplay.
And then I'll just wrap it up real quick because this is getting to be a long podcast.
Oh, we love those.
Oh, we sure do. The other one, which was the surprise hit, I think this actually might be my favorite game that I've played on Xbox Game Pass, and it is Tetris Effect. I believe Donkey brought this up in his Tetris video. He said this is the most stylized one, and I would have to wholeheartedly agree. This is, I guess I should probably preface that I haven't played any other Tetris game. I've played like the browser one that you can just find on a website. Did that a lot in my high school years. So I decided to pick it up. This graphically, it's absolutely amazing. You're like kind of going around to a whole bunch of different themes.
Really makes you feel like Tetris.
It really makes you feel like Tetris. Exactly right.
Yes.
I will say that it can be a little bit difficult at times. Sometimes, according to the music, every single level has a different song, and if it picks up in the music, then the speed of how fast the blocks come down increases, and sometimes it can be a little hard. It took me like a couple tries to get some of these levels done, but wow, very, very good. Probably the best Tetris game I've ever played, and it's also the only Tetris game I've ever played. But I guess there you go. And then the last thing that I guess I should probably recommend, but it definitely doesn't need my recommendation, is Sans Undertale. I decided to play it just because, why not? I've heard good things. I know
yeah.
Sans was a big meme of the day.
Somewhat still is. Not as much so.
Yeah, just a little bit. And it's pretty good. I was worried about, I've seen a lot of videos on Undertale. It's obviously an insanely popular game. I was worried about having some of the jokes and just gameplay aspects spoiled. Not so far. I just got past the sands and papyrus part of the game.
Yeah.
So I'm playing a lot right now, dipping my toes in a lot of different games. But I'd recommend all of those that I've brought up here. There were a couple that I tried that I didn't really like, and those I will not talk about. I think me and Baby are going to start A Way Out eventually, and I'm excited to do that. The guy who made It Takes Two and Brothers Tale of Two Sons, I think, is the one that came out before this, which I have heard bad things about, so maybe we should
that game
do that
wasn't
one.
good.
Yeah. Shouldn't do that one, but I think he kind of, got his act together a little bit. Well, for sure with It Takes Two, I haven't played A Way Out. And I haven't played It Takes Two. I just know it has overwhelmingly positive reviews on Steam and everybody likes it. So
It's pretty great.
eventually we'll probably play it. But I'm excited to start A Way Out. I think we're going to do that. I think we're going to do The Ascent. I think we talked about doing Man of Medan later in the year, maybe. Not sure. But that's our weekly gaming recommendation roundup, boy.
Yeah.
Also play Skyward Sword HD.
Got him.
I don't know, just cause. So is there anything else anybody wants to say?
Nope.
You're usually such a chatterbox.
Nope.
Okay.
Not today.
Well, actually, I do have one more music thing, I guess.
Better say it quick.
My favorite album is Bobby Tarantino 3.